Okay. It has occurred to me that I hadn't done anything with my New Year's resolutions. And I'm going to do something with them, starting with, from now on, dadgummit, I'm not supposed to be eating in front of that camera. Okay. One of my main resolutions was I was going to start, when my clothes come in here from the laundry room, I was going to put them away instead of leaving them in that big container I got that I'm supposed to be putting dirty clothes in. I can't put my dirty clothes in because it's full of my clean clothes. So I'm gonna put them suckers away. I'm gonna start hanging clothes. I ain't gonna throw them in the pile. I'm gonna do it neat. And I'm gonna sweep my floor at least once a day. And I'm gonna limit myself to 3 cups of coffee a day. And I'm gonna cut way back on the diet sodas. I was drinking a 2-liter a day. Now, I may drink, I don't even know if I drink a half a 2-liter a day. And I'm gonna get back to taking my dang walk, even if I am dizzy, as long as I hold on to that walker. And if I start really, my head really starts spinning, I'm gonna sit my ass down till the spinning stops. And I posted a video on YouTube about my mountain home and stuff, and I made some comments about the pooping in the water. Well, apparently it has offended a couple of people. I kind of wondered about that, but I didn't mean it in a bad light, you know, for them people. I mean, I thought it was funny. It is funny. You know, the Yankees come up there and the Floridians come up there and they talking about how pristine that water was and all that stuff. And it might have been fairly clean, you know. And then I just kind of snickered because I know that back then upstream somebody was pooping in the water. And I thought it was funny. And my sister-in-law, she even said it makes them look bad. Well, they're not bad people. So I'm gonna have to consider from here on out, if I'm gonna comment about something or something that somebody might see in a bad light, I'm gonna think twice about whether it's gonna offend somebody or not. I should have knew that. But, you know, what's done is done. that shoot, that I love that country up there, and I love the people up there. But at any rate, that's what I want to say. That's why I'm coming on here at 8 o'clock at night and making this little speech. And I'm going to start including my grandsons and my daughter in some of these videos, like I originally intended on doing. And my dogs. And my dog, my Maltese, she's in line for a haircut come Tuesday morning, and she needs one bad. She's scroungy. And I hadn't been brushing her like I should be. She needs to be brushed every damn day and not once a month. Keep them tangles and stuff out. But I'm going to have them cut it close. And see how that works. But I've got to come up with another decision about my shop, my tools, my machines, and whether I'm just going to hang it up on the crafts or not. I don't know. The way I feel right now, if this ear thing don't get fixed, that's just no way I'm going to go out there and be building crafts and take a chance on getting hurt. The machines, they can hurt you. You know, I've hurt myself a time or two. Not bad, but I've hurt myself. But I just don't want to take a chance on falling down. The way it is now, I ain't even been out there today at all. Not one time. I peeped out the front door and I peeped out the back door. And that was it. So I got to decide whether I'm going to once again get rid of all of my tools, my machines and stuff, to sell them off again. I've done it before and regretted doing it, and then started buying them back here and there. And I just think I need to concentrate on something else. I like to paint. I like to do paintings, and maybe I'll start doing. My grandson, my 18-year-old, he went out a couple of months back and bought me a set of oils, you know, acrylic paints and brushes, wanting me to paint again. And I'm not a great painter. I'm just mediocre at best. But maybe I'll do that. And my videos. I don't have a whole lot of choices. I like talking to people. I was thinking about setting up one day down at the supermarket with the camera on a tripod and just see how many people I could meet in a day, you know, meet and really carry on a conversation with, just to see. And not me lead them on, you know, just how friendly people are and how unfriendly they are. I might do that. Make an interesting video. Now, took my medicine tonight. Gonna drink my coffee. It's still cool outside, but not as cold as it was. And tomorrow is the day. I try to wash my bed linens once a week, my blankets and everything, because my dogs sleep with me. And I don't, all these people I see with dogs on their bed all the time, and they don't never say nothing about dog hair or anything like that. And I mean, do they not get dog hair on them? Mine does. I don't know if I got any. I ain't got none showing on this shirt yet, but yeah, there's one. But in the dark colors, there's another one. There's another one. That's coming. There's another one. There you go. Oh, another New Year's resolution. Gonna cut down on the dang fried foods. These is chicken breast patties, and it's not the good kind. When I say it's what it is, it's ground up chicken breast and formed to be shaped like this. They're right tasty, and we get the big old bags of them. But it's fried food. I kind of got into a rut where I'm thinking I need to eat food that's good for a diabetic. Now I know the sugars is out, white bread is out, and I kind of forgot about the fried stuff. That's bad for me too. I need to get back on my steamed vegetables at least once a day. Boy, I wish I could weigh 200 pounds. That means I have to lose 80 pounds. Or slurring my words, I swear I ain't drinking. Better yet, just have veggies 2 times a day and get a salt substitute to put on them and cut way down on the butter that I put on them. And I'm saying that as I put another piece of fried chicken breast in my mouth. Years ago, when I was still living in the mountains, and we had this house that we were living in, my wife and I and my 2 kids, and it was no hillbilly house, and it sat right beside this real steep mountain, but it was all wooded, and we was heating with wood. And I was going up the mountain and cutting wood. Of course, you didn't carry that wood down when you cut it. You cut it up into pieces, and you just kind of rolled it down the mountain. You'd just give it a shove and it'd go on down. Sometimes it would go all the way down and get right where you wanted it. Sometimes it would hit a tree and stop, and you'd have to go push it around it and let it go on down. That was a job. And I was cutting wood one day, and I was rolling down. I could hear some of them go all the way down, and I rolled one down once, and it went all the way down. You could tell it went all the way down. You couldn't see it. And then it made a noise. And I didn't think nothing about it. And I must have rolled down a whole cord of wood, you know, cutting about 18-inch lengths. And when I got done that day, I got my chainsaw and my axe and scooted on down the mountain to the house. And I got down there, and where the wood was landing was where it was supposed to go. But one piece that made that funny noise, it must have hit a tree and went off further to the left than it was supposed to go. And that sucker landed right on top of my car. I mean, it caved that thing in probably a foot. I had to get down. I had to hunker down just to get in the car, and so I got in the car and laid on the seat and pushed my feet up against the roof of the car and popped it back up and up where you could drive the car. From then on, I never left my car sitting anywhere near where that wood was coming down. My daddy was there that day too. He told my wife, said that wasn't nothing I taught him to do. I wasn't much of a woodcutter anyway. I hated doing that. But that's how you heated the house. We didn't have like a wood heater, we had a fireplace. I mean, this is back in the woods. Here we are at day 12. 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep. So, I feel pretty good. My blood sugar feels normal. We'll see. We'll see. Ouch. Let's see. There you go. It should be up. Yeah, normal. Well, yeah, that's normal. That's about where it should be. I ate a bunch of chicken wings last night. I don't know why I woke up so early. I couldn't go back to sleep. My head was full of all this, all my family members, you know, I'm talking about my Pearson side of the family. I don't know why they were all on my mind. It was such a large family and noisy. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. You know, by the way, I didn't drink a cup of coffee all day yesterday. I woke up at close to 10. I don't know why I slept through the night like that. But I never had any coffee yesterday. I had a couple glasses of Diet Coke. That sure is good. And I was just had them all on my mind, you know. I don't know what you call somebody like me. Pessimist comes to mind, but I don't know if that's right or not. I think of all the family stuff and the family times and the growing up, and then they start getting old and dropping like flies all around. And if you're long-lived, and I consider myself long-lived now since I'm 76, the longer you live, the more you see go. There's nothing about it that you can't do anything about it. I don't know. My head's just full of stuff. There's so much stuff I want to say and say. Am I troubled? Yeah. I guess I am. Am I regretful about stuff? Yeah. Am I sad? Yes. Am I happy? I'm happy in general. I guess, you know, I'm happy that I've got my daughter and my 4 grandsons. I don't know what I would do without them. But overall, you know, losing my son when he was 14, I'm not happy about that. Losing my wife, I'm not happy about that. It's just a lot of stuff. I'm not happy about business decisions I made. I think if I'd have had an education, I probably would have been a pretty good businessman. But not having that education probably had a lot to do with the business decisions I made. And there was a period back in the 80s, late 80s and the early 90s, I had this business and it was doing pretty well. And at that time I had about 10 or 12 employees. And sometimes the payroll hit $10,000 a week. And that just scared me to death, that what if I can't make payroll? And there was times I couldn't make payroll and I'd have to go to the bank and get, back then we was calling it 30-day notes or 30-day loans or whatever, and I seen I wasn't gonna be able to make payroll for the week, and I'd run to the bank on Thursday, get the money and get it in the account so that my payroll checks wouldn't bounce. And that scared me. You know, those people was depending on me. And by the way, that's probably why I lost my ass. Because I knew there was a point that I knew, and my wife said we need to close it up and go home and take a rest. But we kept thinking, well, these people won't have a job, blah, 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 you know. I mean, that's good to worry about your employees, but if it's to the point that it's going to break your back, not a good business decision. And we wrote it till there wasn't nothing left. And plus we invested in a couple of things that we wound up getting screwed. We didn't know what we was doing. It's just money. Sure would be nice to have some of it now. I remember one time, nobody knows about this much. Well, I told my daughter about it. When we had close to $200,000 in the bank, and we thought, well, I got this money and we ain't never seen it. Do we know it's there? So we went down there one day and drew out $100,000 in cash and took it home, and we're sitting there looking at it like, why are we doing this? We took it back the next day. I mean, it didn't hurt nothing. We might have lost a little bit of interest or something, but that was stupid. Just wanted to see it. And you know what my thought was? I knew how much was laying there, but somehow it didn't look like much. It didn't look like much. Didn't look like much. Yeah, I got regrets, but it's nothing I can do about it. And I run into a lady the other day that used to work for me. And we was just talking about stuff. I guess she figured I was off in some big mansion somewhere doing just hunky-dory. She seemed shocked that I'm in this situation that I'm in now. But I'm thinking, you know, in my mind, I didn't say this, I'm thinking, well, if I hadn't have been too concerned about her welfare and the rest of them's welfare, maybe I wouldn't be in this predicament. But I can't blame them, because they're the ones, they didn't make the decision. I mean, when we closed up, I mean, they went on and got other jobs, and some of them did quite well. It's crazy. Sometimes I wonder if I'd been a lot better off just staying in the furniture factory, going that route, but I had to be in control. I wanted to run a business. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Boy, that coffee tasted good. I'm gonna have another sip. I'm gonna sip quietly. No, I ain't. I feel the balance thing is not as bad as it was, but I still haven't heard back from the specialist. I want to get this done and fixed. I need to decide whether I'm going to still try to do crafts or not do any crafts at all in them. I don't know. I don't want to fall. I don't want to hurt myself. But on the other hand, I just don't want to die on the vine, you know. I need to be doing something. I mean, I'm doing these videos is something, but that's not nothing really. But I don't want to fall out in that yard. I don't want to fall. I don't want to hurt myself. I do not like pain. And I have pain now, but I guess I'm so used to it now, I don't even think about it. Well, guess I'll go online and see what I can find, see if I got any new subscribers.